Ninja.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of the Caffeine and Senzu Beans podcast, where we bring you three different perspectives on Dragon Ball Legends. We have a tryhard, that would be me, a casual player, and one in between. I go by the name of One Kick Man. I'll go ahead and let my two other boys introduce themselves. So go ahead, guys.
Alrighty, I'm the in between. I go by Blessin. I enjoy the game quite a bit. I'm excited to be here to talk about the second year anniversary, and I'm gonna get over to my casual guy.
Yeah, I'm the casual guy. My name is Chiwing. Yeah, I enjoy the game. I don't play it as much as these two folks do, but yeah, I enjoy different aspects of the game, and I think I'm looking forward to getting better at it and understanding different components of the game, so that as a casual player, I can still find joy in it and be able to be part of the community that I know people really love about this game.
Yeah, definitely. So, Blessing, I know you're going to be driving the podcast today. Why don't you start us off?
Alrighty, so today we're gonna be discussing, I guess, the top three things that we're most looking for. I know the anniversary is here, but I haven't really done anything as far as for the anniversary, so we're gonna just discuss what we're most looking forward to. And I'll go ahead and Chiwin can get us started.
Yeah, so the first thing, this is the first year that I'm like really paying attention to the, anniversary stuff. Because I remember when I used to play Dokkan, they used to have like these big lead ups. So it's kind of cool to experience this again and kind of experience it in a new way. Because I think this game approaches the anniversaries a little bit differently, which is exciting because I feel like there's a lot of excitement around the characters, but I think the first thing that I want to emphasize, at least for me, that like brought my attention, which I think is the reason that they started off with this, which was the daily free summons. That, I mean, I look at that character list and I'm like, I don't got hell of those characters, so I'm excited about those characters, specifically the Rose and the Vegeta, the God form Vegeta.
Yep.
Just because those two are the ones that they just look tight, and I feel like they could just fit into like the teams that I want to build. And Vegeta's one of my favorite characters, and that piece is exciting because I feel like it'll be able to at least allow me to catch up in some aspects, because I don't think the game's really that good at like allowing people to catch up. But I feel like the second anniversary, I think that they're being really intentional about allowing people to catch up and catch up in a way where like I don't have to drop hella money to be able to catch up to people.
Right. Like it's making it easier for novice players to like enter the game and, like you said, catch up. Because prior to this anniversary, I could see how it would be difficult, for newer players to kind of cement themselves in the Dragon Ball Legends ecosystem.
Yeah, like it's like a big ass hill to like embark on, like when you have to like face, especially for me that I'm kind of getting into a little bit of the higher ranks. I'm like, how am I supposed to like catch up in some aspects to some teams that like they're hella far ahead of me? You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna pull hella good ass characters, but there's at least the idea of a chance to be able to, and I think that that's important.
Without risking CC.
Huh?
Without risking any of the chrono crystals.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it's frustrating when at least for me, whenever I've used crystals that I have to earn through the game, and for me to get like, like an all hero thing. And I'm like, dude, like for real, like I just spent 1,000 crystals on this to get a bunch of Krillins and nails, and you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I like the fact that it's free and that there's a good chance to get some, characters that at least I don't think that I had access to, because like, I got into the game at a later point, so some of those characters I didn't even get the chance to try to pull.
Yeah, and well, a little side note. I actually, Blessin and I actually did a few summons this morning, and we started off with the free multi. And let me just tell you, fire that I pulled. Oh, and guys, just for the record, we use a lot of sarcasm. So when you hear us say we pulled fire, that might actually mean we pulled trash. So just so you guys maybe understand the dynamics of how we communicate. But no,
Very
but it
important
is
to
like
note that.
What's that?
It was actually very important to note that.
Because we just kind of casually always throw it out.
What do y'all think about the daily free summons? Y'all have been playing this game longer than me. So how do you interpret that? Because I know for me as a newer player, like I'm excited about it, but I know that for some of you, like for both of you, you've already have some of the characters in there. So how do you interpret this almost like I guess you would say scaffolding for newer players?
You go
Wanna
ahead.
Go ahead. All right. I mean, honestly, I could really care less for it outside of the two, the purple god Goku and the transforming god Vegeta, because I don't have them. But can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I was saying I don't really care too much for the banner outside of 2 units because I don't have them, which is the god Goku, the purple one, and the blue transforming god Vegeta. But outside of that, I mean, I do think it is a great way for people to get caught up without having to risk any CC or take away from pulling on the main banner. Because those units, they're actually very, I guess meta, I guess you would call them, especially with the way the game looks like it's going towards with these 2 banners. I do think it's great value for sure. Anything that doesn't cost you any CCs in this game is
it's a plus.
Great. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think definitely on my end, I like it. I don't have some of those characters, and if I do have some of them, I have them at low stars. Like the only ones I got at very high stars are Rose and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I believe. So I could actually use a good amount of those units. And then what Sin was saying is true. It looks like there are going to be many teams that are going to benefit from this anniversary that are going to come up. GT Fusion was already up, but Fusion is going to be very prominent. So GT Fusion, Future, definitely. And God Key and that banner, it has a lot of the staples that you want for those teams, the Super Saiyan 4s. If you want a stacked GT team, you got to have those guys. God Key, you get Rose, you could get the purple Goku, you could get the blue Vegeta, transforming Vegeta. Future, you can get Rose again. You could use Rose again. So there's a lot of good value. All of those units are, from good. Well, not all the units on the banner, but the units that they showed were kind of like the
featured, I guess.
Yeah, kind of. They showed those units because they knew they were the best ones they had on the banner. But those units they're either all from like good to very good. So, if you get any of those, like, that's a win in my opinion. So I like it. And to your point, it's perfect for newer players, more novice players that are trying to really get into the game. It's going to help them build a roster. And if you do it every day for how long is that banner up for? Do you guys know?
Isn't it for the whole time, or is it not for the whole time?
It might be.
I think it said it was a couple of weeks. I think.
Okay.
I didn't see. I pulled already, so it's gone.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
it says it ends on the 24th. So it's about a month.
Yeah. So
3 weeks.
That's plenty of. If you pull every day, you're giving yourself
so
ample
much value. That's
opportunity.
crazy that they gave it that long. Wow.
Yeah, you're giving yourself.
Well, bless their hearts, because I feel
my boy Toshi.
You didn't see last year's. Last year's free banner. Fire.
What was it? It was just a bunch of garbage.
Bro.
I don't even remember, but
Let's just say,
I remember it was underwhelming.
this anniversary right now, it's head and shoulders over the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But granted, I have a different view for that.
Yeah, but not to answer your question, I think it's excellent. I think it's an excellent value, and even on the regular banners, them raising the rates from 7% to 10, like that's good.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
trying to like reel you in with that.
they do.
They're really trying to get people
good.
to bite to play right now. Get the new characters and get them hooked. Because dude, think about it. These characters from the last anniversary, I mean, they're pretty viable. Granted, you probably need to have them at a little bit higher stars, but these units are going to
totally
last.
viable. Yeah,
These
the
units
anniversary
are going to
units
last. So these are when they want to get players to come in because don't worry, they'll get the shaft the rest of the year at one point. Everyone does.
Everyone does, dude.
Yeah. So that's one of the things
Yep.
that I look forward to in this, or that that stood out to me in the anniversary.
Yeah.
You want to go? You want someone else to take over?
How do you want to do this? You want to go one by one, or you want me to just tell you the three that I
keep
have?
going, man. I mean,
Keep going. Rattle them off.
With good time.
So the next thing that I'm excited for in this piece is the reoccurring events, which is the Vegito, Broly, and the Ginyu. And I feel like as somebody that I don't think I really experienced those three events. I mean, I don't really know the value of, like, let's say Ginyu and Broly, but I do know that the Vegito is pretty good. So I guess my question for both of you is, like, which one do you think more novice players or people that are just starting out, or someone like me in my case where I haven't done any of the events and I've been playing for a while, but which one do you think would be the most viable character that one should try to go to? And how much time do you think should be dedicated to doing that? Because I feel like it's a big chunk of time. You know what I'm saying?
It'll take a little time.
So I'm curious as to which one do you all think I should pull or I should go for? Because I don't think I honestly, as a cat, like as just somebody that just plays the game, here and there, like I can tell you right now that I'm not going to do all three. So
right.
So that's just the hard reality of where I'm at. But I do think that one of them is more like. One of them, I think, is. I think I can achieve that. If I can just go after one.
For sure, I think. I'm pretty sure Derek will agree with me on this. Blessin will agree with me on this. I think the one you should go for is Vegito. His Z ability is so good that you can't afford to not run him on a team, even if he's just your bench. Like he's that good. The buffs that he provides to the fusion team, the double defense, and then the extra buff he provides to Vegito, it's ridiculous. So and he's very viable. He is defensive. He can tank. He's aged well. He's not going to output a lot of offense. That's not his game. But he's super viable. So, yeah, honestly, if I was going to tell you to grind one, I'd say farm him, right? Get him to.
So what are the other two? Who are what are the other two? I mean, Vegito sounds like he's the beast amongst the three, but what about the other two? Like,
good for their time.
Would not go after those two? Like, is that the?
So if I were, I mean, Broly, he's just old. Like he came out in 2018, or I think December of 2018, right before the Broly movie came out, and he's just aged. He's just not what he once was. He still has a pretty good Z ability. So he's still okay on bench if you want to run movies or something like that. But, you can't take him out onto the field. He's just not going to do it. And then Ginyu's good. Ginyu is good. You'll see him being ran on a lot of Frieza Force teams. So if
Mhm.
you're a Frieza guy, he's a good unit to have as well.
No, okay.
And yeah, and he's good. Like his kit is really good. I might say, his kit. I don't know. It's debatable, but in my opinion, it might be a bit better than Vegito's. But I mean that's debatable. You know, they both kind of do unique things, but by far those two are better than Broly. You
Mm.
know, so yeah. I don't know what you think, Blessed, on the.
So for me, I mean, I got all three of them at red 7. I would recommend grind the events because they do give you 1,000 chrono crystals for completing them. But if you're gonna focus, yeah, it's not even a question. It's Vegito. With Ginyu, his kit's good. I just do think you either need to have a really stacked Ginyu Force team or a really stacked Frieza Force team to actually be able to use him. I just don't. For me, I don't ever use him. I definitely get value one from Vegeta, just his Z ability. I mean, it's for him to get replaced is going to take something special.
Yeah.
Which is like that defense you can't beat it. 40%. Plus, he gives Vegeta the character some additional attack. Broly, he just buffs. I think just strike.
Yeah.
And then Ginyu. I mean, it just to me is if you're gonna focus on main thing is for me. Main thing would be grind all the events to just get the chrono crystals. And then if you're gonna focus on grinding one unit, it's Vegeta. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when he says, yeah, grinding all 3 events, like, yeah,
Just
that
completing
doesn't
them.
mean complete get them all to red 7 and max soul boost, right? You don't need to
Mhm.
do that to get the 1000 CC. I did it so long ago that I don't even remember. But you just need to complete the
Every level.
the levels,
Mhm. Okay.
and they're easy now because
Of the level increase.
the level cap of where it's at now because they came out in the past, you're gonna be fighting Broly at like that's at level 1800 or something like that. So it'll be fairly quick for you to get it done.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you're making me think about how I should approach this. But I do appreciate I didn't know that you get 1,000 crystals for finishing it. So that's cool. That's another 1,000 that I think I could rack up, and that's
You actually make 3.
Another
bro.
3,000.
3.
Well, yeah, but just 1,000 per event. So just,
Yeah, exactly.
It's 3,000. But yeah, that's tight. I didn't know that.
Yep.
And the third one that I'm gonna say that I'm excited for is the Trunks, the Legends Road.
Definitely.
That I'm excited about it. I already had kind of like soul boosted him, so it is exciting that and this is Senkai, right? Like there's
Not yet, but yeah.
He will
Senkai
be
B.
for sure. Yep.
Yeah, so I feel like we were just talking about future last week, so it's interesting that this is coming up again. But it's I mean I like the character, and I guess the question that I have for both of you is like, what are some best practices for Zenkai a character? I know that Bless said that he Zenkai the Goku, so I'm thinking, and I don't know if you did one kick, but like, what do you think would be some best practices or some recommendations or some advice for people that are trying to embark on this
I'm letting Blast answer
this
that
journey
one.
it is?
First foremost, pace yourself. Use the whole time that they give you. Doing Kid Goku was at one point become so it's because you're doing it over and now. Granted, at that time Kid Goku was the best unit to use to grind him. It's the easiest to beat the co-op, and he's not exactly the sexiest of units. Like his kit's fun, it's cool, but he's not. So I'm hoping that since it's Trunks, he's blue. I'm hoping that the co-op boss, because it's going to be the next one, allows you to use a blue unit, so you can kind of change it up, and you don't have to use the kid Trunk only. But just pace yourself. Maximize using the 3 days bonuses, but then just accept that at one point you're going to have, if you want to get them to Zenkai 7, you're gonna have to dedicate a real just nonstop just grind. Don't focus on anything else in the game, but just grind co-op.
And when you say grind, because now it's making me think of like so like on. I mean, how many times do you think one should attempt the event and try to complete it like in a day? Because I feel like I know it might come easy to you, be able to like pace yourself, but like, what does that actually look like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
because I'm thinking about that and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna do the 3 times and that's it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, honestly, for me, because I know that dude, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna hate it. I just really, for like the first maybe 3 weeks or however long the event is, I really would just leave myself a week to, at this point, I now I know I got this much time to grind, because at least with the Kid Goku one, they gave you like up to 200,000 or 200 wins. They gave you bonus Zenkai souls or whatever souls. So you want to just kind of maximize getting those and build them up, and then once you clear all those events and you're pretty much left on your own, and just you have to grind whatever you get. Just 3 a day till like the last week, and then that's when I just go. I don't focus on anything else on that week. Not PvP. I mean, I get my daily missions done, and then I just focus on co-op. Like, I accept that it's not going to be that fun. It's not. Whoever tells you it is a liar, unfortunately, or they really just love that game mode. But just accept that it's long. That's it. Just think about how expensive it is to get to a regular unit to Zenkai 7.
Right. Because
They're giving it to you at pretty much at no cost as far as Chrono Crystal.
Yeah,
that's huge.
They do not make that system easy. So it's just
for sure.
It just feels like a really daunting task. That's kind of why I'm asking of like how does one pace itself? Like how does one be able to feel like it's achievable? Because it sometimes feels like it's, at least to me, like it just seems like a lot of just time,
So during the Kid Goku one, I'm not sure exactly how they're gonna do this one, but at least on that one, when you were grinding co-op to get the little tickets to pull for his Zenkai souls that required like 300 per multi.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is, now this is after you get like the the additional from doing the missions.
Mm-hmm.
This is when you don't have anything else outside of just grinding. That's the only way you're gonna get it. I would set like, all right, today I'm gonna chip away at like 4 multis or 3 multis, which is 900 the points. So I'm gonna have to play this till I get 900, and then I'm done for the day. Because for me, in my experience, it took me about 10 to 11 multis per step to get into the next Zenkai level. Wow. So knowing that, I would always prepare myself for worst case. They're going to make me have to do 11 multis.
Bastards.
Yeah, I remember I was on Twitter and I asked, man, I forget who it was I asked, but he had a 7-star Beerus, Zenkai 7 Beerus. And I asked him, I asked how much CC did you have to drop to get him to, Z7? And he said, if you want to get him to that, I think you're going to have to drop around 15 to 18,000. 15 to 18,000. So when you consider the fact that you're getting a free one, that kind of put it in perspective for me. Like, this is a free unit, and he's gonna be insane. I mean, there's no denying.
He won't age out.
Nah,
he won't age out.
At
the
least
way characters last in this game, especially now, I feel like they're really trying to get. Yes, anything that a free-to-play player gets, a whale has more access to. Granted, that's just the way it goes. But with these characters, man, they're giving free-to-play characters legitimate, like, top-tier, game-changing units, but you got to earn it. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely pace yourself. Keep your sanity.
For sure.
Hey, and Blessed, if you had to say, like, maybe you don't want to get him to Zenkai level 7, but you do want to grind him, what do you recommend be the minimum level they get to in terms of Zenkai.
So now it all depends. Well, one for sure, 3 because you get the card sleeves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a no brainer for me. But it all depends on the second ability that you get at Zenkai 6. Like Goku getting that
that
endurance,
revival, endurance.
it's it's worth it. Now, granted, you could stop there. Like I didn't have no need really to go to 7 after that. But I mean, I was already there. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it this time. But it all depends on the second Z ability. I mean, they're gonna give you something for it, entice you guys to, all of us to go after it.
Mhm.
But for me, I would say at least one. I think the difference between a Zenkai 1 and a non-Zenkai unit, it's pretty significant to do it.
Yeah, because I didn't grind Kid Goku, and but seeing how good he is, I knew he was going to be really good, but I kind of after the fact I reflected and I said, if I would have just kind of grinded the Goku for 3 weeks, I know it was going to suck, but then I have a unit that's going to last me 6, 7 years, a year maybe. So yeah, definitely. If you can bear the grind, do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna embark on that journey, and I'm sure they'll reward us too for Zenkaiing him. They'll give us some type of.
I'm gonna try. This is gonna be the Zenkai I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna give y'all updates of the torture that I'm feeling.
Yeah,
as I am trying to get.
I'll tell you right now, guys. The best way to do it is co-op with your boys.
Yeah,
that's the thing is I had nobody to co-op with.
Here you are. You got two. You got two people right here in the flanks. You're gonna have to carry us.
Yeah.
So those are my 3.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I do. I'm looking forward to all those as well. All right, you want to go, Kickman? One Kickman?
Yeah. So what I'm looking forward to this anniversary, gotta be the team viability. I mean, the way, because I've done a lot of the events that are coming out, and I liked some of the more novelty things, like the little co-op event they had for with Rage Trunk, with the new units, for example. But because I do enjoy PvP a lot, I'm looking forward to these kind of new teams, multiple teams coming to life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to what future is going to look like. And honestly, I'm also looking forward to what Saiyans is going to look like, even though that's not like, I'd say it's a sleeper team, because right now people are saying, GT, Fusion, God Key, Future, those are the teams. Saiyans, I think, are going to get a major buff with that Goku coming on board, because prior to this Goku, the 2 only viable units I felt, maybe not viable, but the 2 best units, 2 best options you had were Raditz or the LF SSJ3 Goku, who I don't have.
For defensive buffs?
Or just in general to have on your team as a green
as a green
option.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, they don't really have that many good green options, huh? That's like I see that.
Not
like,
on Saiyan.
People sleep on my boy Goku, the Spirit Bomb of Zord Goku.
Oh, he's good, but he doesn't buff Saiyans, though. That's the thing.
Oh, that buff Saiyan. Okay, sorry, they did not Saiyan. Green.
Yeah, green Saiyans. You got Kefla, dude. She's a monster, but you're not gonna have much synergy, so you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of synergy.
You're talking about a Saiyan synergistic team,
right? Gotcha. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the new teams that we're gonna be seeing, dude, and we're gonna be seeing Future a lot. I think that's gonna be the team we're gonna be seeing the most.
Called it, yo. Called it.
You did. You had
called it.
We spoke last week, and you told us about your team, and it's so fitting that you're kind of getting into the game now. That's your team, and they're getting this major influx of just heavy hitters. I mean,
I
That
think I
team
might have
is
to make a
stacked.
future team.
That's pretty tight, though. It is like I do feel like there are going to be teams that we hadn't seen been used in a while. I feel like,
Yeah,
which I think is really exciting.
because I know you didn't play last year at Chewing during the first year anniversary,
Mhm.
and if you would have been playing PvP around that time, all you were gonna see was
God Key.
fusion. That was it. Like,
Oh yeah, Fusion, God Key, or LOE.
yeah, and was LOE even that prominent?
Well, it
I
was
don't.
only because that Golden Frieza has that Saiyan buff. I mean,
Yeah,
that a boost against Saiyan, so they always are. Anytime Saiyans are the meta, LOE is going to be right there because they counter them so well.
but the actual LOE team wasn't that great,
You're
right? Like
right because full power
now,
wasn't there
full
yet. You're
power's
right. You're
there,
right. You're
purple
right. You're
cooler's
right.
there,
Everyone was just throwing Golden Frieza on their team without any
right?
synergy.
Yeah, yeah. They just wanted him on the team to destroy
Yep,
Saiyans.
that's right. You're right.
So yeah, like last year, yeah, you saw maybe a little bit of God Key. Yeah, you did, see the freeze up, and you didn't really see regen. I don't remember seeing regen that much.
No, because they didn't have any hitters at all.
Yeah, and all 5 units were really good, like all of them. But
Oh,
of
boo.
course,
I
but of
guess yeah,
course,
Regen was lightweight there, but yeah, you're right. It was mainly Fusion.
yeah, it's fusion, and of course, what helped was that they got that free to play option with the Vegito, and so that just incentivizes you more to use fusion. And that's
Mhm.
what's going to happen with Future, I think. Like, you're going to get this Trunks. He's going to be doing some nasty damage. And, I mean, I don't even want to know what the strike damage is going to look like. But he's going to shred red units.
Yeah, he looks pretty tight.
Yeah. And he was a beast when he first dropped. He was a beast. So, I'm definitely looking to team viability, bringing up more teams, giving people different options, because not everyone's going to pull every unit.
Yeah.
So they're not going to have access to all the that one meta team, if that was what we had. This is going to give people an opportunity to really to play, to have a competitive team, and enjoy the game, more or less. So looking forward to that. And I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. One of the other things I'm really looking forward to is these sales, dude. I know sometimes that's taboo, but I logged in today
It's important, bro.
just to look at some of these sales, because I know there are people out there that are going to spend some money.
Yeah. Sure.
There are some people that are going to be conservative, and there are some people that are just going to say, I'm going all out. And if you're going to spend the money, the sales that Legends normally drops are pretty good. I normally like them, but the ones they've dropped this time, I mean, there's a lot of value there. There is a lot of value
So there's
there.
going to be people that normally don't go this ham that are going to go hard.
For sure. I mean, you being able to buy an LF now, basically.
That's nuts, bro.
That's crazy, dude.
That's nuts, dude.
Crazy. Okay.
What sale do you recommend if people were to I'm looking at the sales right now, and like if you could recommend one to like newer players or people that are just kind of casual, that I think that would give like the most value, which one do you think would be the one?
Be honest with yourself. All right. So first thing I would say is be honest with yourself. Have a budget. Okay. It's totally fine to have a budget, but be absolutely honest with yourself. If within the next 6 months, you're going to spend, just because you'll be racking up charges in Dragon Ball Legends, if you're going to spend about $200, because maybe one banner you drop 20, then the next maybe you drop another 20 and 30 and 40 and 20, and they add up and you end up spending like $200. I would say, instead of doing that, use 150. Now, this is granted, I'm saying if you're
whatever your budget is.
Yeah. Use the 150, buy the the
Three.
the three that pack that gives you 2,000 chrono crystals and what was it again? Like the super chrono.
Super Chrono Quister for $40.99. You can buy 3 of those.
Yeah, so for $120, you'd get
6,000
and you get an LF unit. I mean,
if you want.
And if not, if you have maybe a more conservative budget, and you just want to drop, $20 or 25 or even 10, you get the $7.99. The $7.99 1,000 chrono crystals. I mean, that's a great deal. And Legends, I mean, compared to the other gacha games that I've played, like Blazing, even Dokkan stepped their sales up, but Legends, to me, Legends has always had the better sales.
And then people complain about it, but yeah, dude, playing like Dokkan, Dokkan doesn't care about custom.
No, dude, you know what, dude? I hear that, but Bandai should be ashamed of themselves, dog. Like, dude, we're in a pandemic. People are struggling. Lower the prices down, dog. What are we talking about? $40.
Yeah, but
you got to remember, bro, this isn't a quote unquote like a necessity. It's a luxury.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So don't spend. Be honest with yourself. Like,
yeah, that's true. That's the first thing. Like, be comfortable with what your budget's gonna be if you want to spend any, and then just make the most out of it. Get the most. Dude, maxing out the $7.99 is the best way to go. $21 for a 3,000 chrono crystal. You're not gonna feel too bad for that.
What about this $40 once per day? Like, what is that? Oh,
no,
that's 3,000. Oh, I thought it was like you buy that and then you get 2,900 each day. No, that is just once. No, that's what I was like. That looks like the best deal to me.
That one I
get to purchase it once a day.
Yeah. No, okay. They're trying to see. They almost got me.
Yeah,
they almost got me.
Nah, dude. Yeah, G-Win, if I was you, I would. Well, I mean, let me ask you this. I guess how much are you looking to realistically spend if you're going to?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how much I'm comfortable spending on the game that's free.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah. I think only if you're willing to spend, then apply this type of methodology. Yeah. But if not, grind the anniversary events, the missions, the Zenkai Kid Trunks or Teen Trunks. You're gonna get crystals from playing, and if you're on the fence, just stick to that. You're gonna get crystals. Just be patient, and you might get lucky. And you know what? If on the last day of the sale or the anniversary, you're kind of like, all right, I'm okay dropping $10.
The banner's gonna be here for a while, which is nice.
Then you give yourself that option. But if you're not willing to spend, you don't need to. I'm pretty sure we're going to get, some good ample opportunity to rack up CC from in-game content. So, yeah, but like I said,
patience would be the biggest thing, first thing.
Be patient. And if there's one sale you guys have to get, like you're like, okay, I have $10, I need to get something, or $15, I need to get something. It's that $7.99 one. Definitely jump on that, but if not, like I said, just stick to grinding the game and you'll rack up CC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
and then what will be the third thing for you?
Well, and really quick, one of the big reasons why I'm looking forward to that new sale pack that they have, that Super Chrono Crystal, is because it gives me an opportunity to get LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who I did not get. And for context, Shiween, I didn't share this despair with you, but I dropped 50,000 chrono crystals on him, and I did not get him.
Bro.
No, look, man, Bandai, I'm with you. Hearing this, you'd be ashamed.
No, I'm with you. And that's the thing. That happened to me too, and I didn't pull him till the next banner that he came on. And when I saw him, I'm like, I'm going back in.
Oh God, that hurts my heart, man.
No, dude. Bro, and that's the thing, is the fact that they're letting you, for $120, you get 6,000 chrono crystal plus an LF, bro. I mean, is there a better way that you could use that money? I'm sure. Yes.
I'm sure. So
that's why in the context of this game.
Yeah,
in this game.
For sure.
Strictly in this game. That's comparing to other dude. Getting like imagine if the Dokkan would give you what is it, 50 per multi, what, so 300 stones plus a guaranteed LR that you get a pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that'd be nice.
And the rates are way better in Legends, I believe.
The rates are better in Legends for regular Sparkings, but not for their highest rarity unit. In Dokkan, it's a little under 50%, 0.5%, I believe. And in Legends, it's the dreaded 0.25%. So
you're saying it's defined by the odds.
For sure.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm happy for you. I hope you get them.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, yeah, like Bless said, within the context of the game, if you're okay with spending, there are some sales, and be realistic with yourself. If you're going to spend $300 on the game over the next 6 months, there's optimize how you spend that money. Mm-hmm. If you're going to. If you're not going to, obviously I wouldn't recommend that you spend $300 on the game. But if you do, optimize how you spend that money. And
I will say this, as someone that does spend, I don't spend on every banner. One, it's a unit that I really like. And then two, like I honestly, the ones that I do go hardest on are step-up banners. I just feel like you just get the most value.
Yeah.
Instead of just always having to spend $1,000 for a multi, because they throw in a lot of the more recent units to get people to pull on them.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, is if you're gonna pull, just remember that this is the anniversary. If there's gonna be a time to spend on this game, you got a little extra. Huh?
Go big or go home
now. Yeah.
Alrighty, and then you good? One kick, or you want me to go?
Well, I wanted to say just one thing really quick. This is actually something that's not in the it is in the game, just not right now. We know it's coming, and that's Super Saiyan God Shallot.
Part 2.
If we're talking about free to play, this is it. You stack up, you grind Vegito, and maybe you get lucky and you end up pulling Blue Vegito somehow. Boom, you got a nice tandem right there. And if you already have a fusion team, maybe you have the other LF Vegito, or maybe you have yellow Vegito, like you have a nice fusion setup. If you have a future team, you got this Trunks coming in. He's going to be a nice addition to your future team. And then, of course, Super Saiyan God Shallot. I mean, I don't know how good he's going to be. So I'm not going to necessarily
say that he's going to be how good he is at Super Saiyan 3. It would be dumb for them not to make him better.
Sorry, exactly.
I got annihilated by that fucking guy.
What's that?
I got annihilated by that guy.
Super Saiyan he's insane. His damage output's ridiculous.
As a free-to-play unit, dude, he's the pinnacle. Like, the fact that outside of just grinding the story.
Goku, yeah. Yeah, besides.
But I'm talking about, like, as far as to get him to his best, what you have to dedicate to get them there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's the way to go.
Yeah, he's the one non-negotiable unit. I can understand if you said, you know what, the Trunks, Zenkai, it's a little too much for me. Maybe I get him to Zenkai level 3. I'm good there. I'm moving on. But to me, Shallot, non-negotiable. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to be very good. He might not do more damage than Super Saiyan 3 than his Super Saiyan 3 form.
As valuable.
But he'll add, he's going to he'll benefit your team in other ways, I believe. If it's through support, if it's through defense, I believe he'll bring other intangible skills that will boost your team. So those are kind of the 3 big things I'm looking forward to. And I know there's still, presumably there's still some stuff they haven't showed us, because you always have a part 2. And I'm eager to see what they'll have in that part 2 of the celebration. But Yeah.
Oh, no, that's for sure. I think Charlotte. I think I honestly didn't even really count him or even think about him until I saw that they updated the screen this morning, and then it kind of hit me. So for me though, the three that the main thing I'm looking forward to, I guess, is just seeing where how more difficult it's about to be to play on PvP. These units are about to be they're serious.
Yeah.
They're I think it's gonna be for me as someone that plays it pretty plays PvP pretty consistently. I'm excited to see the different teams that you're gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna see a nice mixture. Granted, if you get all the new units, that's what you're gonna be running. But it's gonna bring a lot of teams, I guess, back into meta instead of just watching the same regen team or the same God Key team. You're gonna see some a good amount of diversity compared to the first year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the game's going to be going into a lot. The reason they're allowing a lot of newer players to catch up is because I feel like Legends is about to get more difficult, just because of the units that they're going to be releasing. I mean, look at Kefla Go Tanks. Like, how much damage do they deliver, and how long can they carry a combo?
Yeah,
they're not even like legendary finish units. Like, Legends is about to get more difficult, I believe, as far as the units are going to be crazy.
Well, it has to, right? Because it's like it has to keep you two, because you guys have been playing for longer. So like it has to keep you all engaged, and it can't fall into the same thing that Dokkan did, which is make the game too easy with better
Kamehameha's team.
You know what I'm saying? Like with harder with harder hitting units. So it has to make the game more challenging. But I think mostly for you, for the people who have been playing it for longer. You know, because that's that. I mean, even the dude said it. Toshi, he was like, "Good luck with that new challenge series or whatever." The challenge,
exactly. That's another. So, well, thank you for bringing that up, Chiwin. That was going to be my second point. Is the new challenges, the one that he says, the opponent gets stronger every time you defeat him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to see, like, because there's some players in this game that, like, they have insane teams that they can push insane limits. So if anything, though, I think he definitely I think the reason they released that Shenron, where everyone has to work together to beat him, and they beat him in like 6 hours, I think it was kind of to test out like how much do people actually play this game. And I definitely think they underestimated that. So I do expect them to have some the content to really be challenging, especially because they're giving us, I feel like, a lot of value just for logging in, just for playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking really forward to that. And then the last thing is I kind of want to see what they do with the anniversary to boost up, add a little more to guilds. Because I know that was one thing that they were talking about. So I'm patiently waiting for. Yeah, I want to see what they do with that, because that to me it's a very important aspect. It's something that I really enjoy. It's just they're not really utilizing it as much, but this is the time. I mean, people are logging in like crazy. They're signing up. They did that challenge to invite the new players that have an account less than 7 days old.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Not many people succeeded, but there's a few that did. And I mean, and I'm glad that they didn't make the rewards like game breaking, where if you couldn't do it, then you really
missed out.
that. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be fun. I mean, the game, today's day one.
Yeah. A few hours, really.
Yeah.
That it's been live. I'd say, definitely guilds. I know we've talked about guilds before, but that's a great point you bring up. Like them improving guilds, making it more compelling for the player base to engage in guilds and creating a more team-oriented aspect. I hope that they do. And I know Toshi had talked about that.
He talked something about like dungeons or something.
Something like that.
I think if we notice anything about the Legends is they do a really good job of releasing, slow. Like I think that they're really doing a good job of releasing things out a little bit slower this year, so newer players aren't completely overwhelmed.
Yeah.
New content. Like with someone like myself that has all those events completed, where I no longer need to, really do them. It's nice to have this new stuff to look forward to.
Definitely. No, definitely. This is day one. I think, next episode we're gonna have a little bit better sense of kind of how this anniversary is trending.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get a better feel. Hopefully by by the next episode, we're not all dreading a shaft that we've experienced. But yeah, definitely. I think this is day one. There only a few hours have passed since the anniversary went live, so there's definitely a lot of room there's opportunity here for them to seize. So yeah, I'm super excited.
And Ariel, Chiwin, anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, I think it's I think that they've given a lot, and I mean, at least it feels like a lot. So,
But just remember, there is a part 2 as well. So
there is.
there is.
Yeah, there always is,
okay.
and we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see, I didn't even
remember
know that.
they didn't even mention Charlotte at all in the trailer or the reveals and stuff.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool with me. And we're about to see how that goes. Because that's tight. I didn't realize that there was 2 parts to this.
Yeah. No, it should be good. It's an exciting time to be a Legends player, and I think if you're thinking about getting into the game and maybe you want to test the waters, this is the time to do it. Give it a month or so, and you'll probably be pleasantly surprised because I think the game's making it a lot more attractive for newer players to join, but it's also keeping the more veteran players engaged. So, yeah, this is
difficult to do.
It is. It's difficult to please both parties because they're both, both cohorts are looking for different things in the game. So yeah, should we wrap it up? Yeah.
Wait, are we going to discuss the unit we're looking forward to?
That's right,
no,
Chiwin, you saved us.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's. I mean, even the dudes, like, I mean, this all sounds cool, but I know why we're all here. Like, why we're all here, and that's not to say that, like,
you're right. No, you're right.
It's not that we're going to dedicate.
We rely on you, man.
We're not going to dedicate hella time to this, but like, I do think that it should be like we can't ignore the elephant in the room.
Hey, right? I like that you addressed it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't ignore the fact that people are excited. I mean, we purposefully did not talk about the units for for the whole episode because that's a whole
technically this topic was what are you most excited for outside of the units for the anniversary?
But I do think do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I mean we can make it short and sweet.
Bless, you want to lead it?
So any of them or just the number one?
Any.
I mean, for me, that's no question. It's Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I mean, it's he's just ridiculous. I mean, he's going to be game changing. Looking forward to it. That's my number one. I know it's the obvious, but I do think that the pool of 5 of units as far as SPs, they all bring a lot of diversity, and I don't think you'll be disappointed getting any of them.
Yeah, so let's say we all agree that Vegito is the most insane.
Outside of Vegeta, sorry about that.
Who's the one unit?
The obvious one. For me, it would probably be merged Zamasu. Fused Zamasu.
Okay.
I just like his animations. I think his versatility is going to be.
The amount of teams he can fit on is insane.
I think it's just going to be. He's going to be fun.
I mean, Future, Fusion, God Key, Powerful Opponent, Regeneration. I mean, his.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're all meta teams.
He's like hella versatile.
Yeah, he is. You could just he's so splashable.
There you go.
Throw him wherever you want.
Go for it. All right, and then you want to go ahead and go, Chiwin?
For me, I would say I have a feeling what one kick is gonna say, so I think I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna say Goku 4. I say the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. he just looks tight. He just looks tight, and
That's funny.
Well,
No, he does look good. I mean, but no, I will say this: a lot of people are underwhelmed by him. At least that's the vibe I'm getting.
yeah,
They definitely believe GT is Well, I mean, I think it's kind of expected. GT's not really theirs, you know.
I just really enjoyed the purple one, and I'm excited to see what the red one's gonna come out looking like.
A green one.
A green one. Like, yeah. I mean, he just looks cool. He looks like he's about to be a beast. So.
I'll tell you this, Chewin. If you made a great selection, that's a phenomenal pick.
Oh, were you gonna go with him?
Nah, it's good.
My bad, man. My bad. Then you can talk to him. Then I can talk about Trunks. I thought you were going to pick Trunks. That's why.
I got a backup. No.
We're all excited for all the units.
We are, but I am going to pick Trunks. That is my guy. But I was just going to add something. That Goku, if you learn to charge step, I know that's like more advanced tech, is going to be a charge step monster.
So
because
right up your alley.
He when he comes in, he draws because charge step, it works best when you're chaining blast attacks. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying he's going to be a charge step monster is, one, when he comes into the battlefield, he gets an extra blast card, so you have that. Then every time he uses a blast card, his blast damage goes up and his blast cost goes down. So and when you pop his ultimate, his draw card speed goes up. So you got blast damage going up, you have blast cost going down, and you have card draw speed. Nasty chain that you're.
Doesn't he like heal too though? Like with something to do
with
like
40% of his life.
Yeah, that's nuts.
40% of his life, and if you have Baby on the team, and you pop Baby's main ability, and you hit and you heal with Goku, it's gonna be disgusting. So yeah, man, great selection right there.
Yeah, my bad. I thought you were gonna go with Trunks, but my bad.
No, it's good. Honestly though, I am super excited for Trunks. That's ridiculous. That's my boy. He hasn't gotten the proper justice, I feel, in the game up until now. Like he's had solid cards, units, but he hasn't had one, like, I haven't seen a Trunks yet that's been overwhelming, you know, that's just it's blown the top off the game.
Even the transforming one, I mean, I feel like he's very time gated, and it takes him a little bit to kick off. This one, I hope you're right, man. It's that, well, number one, his green card looks ridiculous.
His green card's insane. The rising, how he can cripple Rising Rush, how he's just such a defensive tank, but every time he's getting hit, he's buffing damage. I mean, yeah, I'm super excited for him. His character model looks amazing. I think
Aura.
Yeah, he's gonna make future. I also think he's gonna be sneakily good on hybrids. And he's also gonna make Vegeta family more viable. Like Vegeta family, it's kind of been known that they've lacked a defensive kind of stalwart because they're very fragile. They hit hard, but they get decimated, you know. So yeah, they're glass cannons. So this is gonna bring some much needed defense to the team. So Trunks is gonna be amazing. So
I hope to agreement. Omega Shenron's the bottom of our list.
Yeah. So the way we can agree that Vegito Blue is probably the one most hype. I think we'd be okay if we pulled everyone but not Omega Shenron. That I
don't mind pulling Shenron in a couple months on a different banner.
Yeah. Is it such a random ass character to add on this?
Well, I mean, it's like, why not save him with Gogeta?
Right.
I mean,
we're bringing Gogeta, dude.
I have a feeling a lot of us are going to get Shenron. I have a feeling a lot of us are going to get Shenron.
I feel that too, man. That's concerning.
There's going to be a lot of Shenrons on this team.
Hey, but you know what, though? As far as he may not be a cool character, but, dude, he's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be
insane. Seen his tag list?
Yeah,
he's like on Fusion War. He's on Regen.
Yup.
He's
powerful opponent.
Yeah, dude. His kit looks ridiculous, too, dude. Like, he's a powerful. I mean, he's a main villain. They're gonna do him justice. I mean, he's just like. I mean, who gets hyped for him?
He's from GT, right?
Oh my God. I'm sure there are people that are hyped for him.
Well, I'm sure the GT
and
fanatics.
so if you are hyped for him, I do hope you pull him.
Yeah.
I'll see you online.
But yeah, but yeah, definitely Trunks is my guy.
I think they intentionally like I mean, I appreciate this. They see, but it's already starting though. It's already starting. You're seeing it with this Trunks. I think that they're playing with this idea where like they're intentionally putting a character to bring down the meta teams in this like intentional way. Where like doesn't he like purposely deal more damage to some of the tags?
Oh, God Key and Regen.
Right.
Yeah, that was expected.
I mean, it's a character specifically like
Just
that like will like you have to have this character like to defeat those teams. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if you have to have him. I think it's more of it gives him like if you're struggling against Regen and you pull him and you're running into him, you're not worried. Like, you know that he's going to be good against them. And now other people know that he's a Regen / God Key, anti-unit. So you have to pick your units knowing that they're going to probably, choose a team to counter him. So it all becomes a puzzle game at that point. That's why I think it's important to run a full colored wheel team, meaning all 5 different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, God Key is going to get a major boost, and that could be what Trunks is going to help suppress them because Shallot's coming out, and we don't know how good he's going to be. And if he is as good as a Super Saiyan 3 variant or better, then you add on Vegito Blue to an already really, a solid God Key team.
LF Vegeta.
Okay.
LF Vegeta, Zenkai Beerus, like they're gonna be a problem too. So
ridiculous. Yeah.
So yeah,
I guess they had to do something like this.
Yeah, they had to, and it makes sense thematically. Like in the anime, he decimates Merge Zamasu, so it makes sense. And Merge Zamasu, regen, he's God Key, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining us on our first episode of the Caffeine and Senzu Beans podcast. We really enjoyed bringing you guys content. We're looking forward to future episodes and the future content we'll be bringing to you guys. We're going to drop our Twitter handles down below in the description, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an opportunity to give us your Twitter handles so people know where to find you. So Bless, you want to let us know where they can find you?
My Twitter handle is blessedsin and the number 7.
Okay, so at blessedsin7 on
Yes,
Twitter.
sir.
Aria is going to be Chiwina is going to be taking care of our Instagram. So I'll put that down in the description. Chiwina, I know you don't have to say it yet because we don't have it fleshed out. You can find me at _1kickman on Twitter. So drop a question, drop some feedback, give us a comment, let us know what you'd like us to discuss in the future. We're looking forward to what you guys have to say. We're super excited to bring this podcast to you guys. And yeah, we enjoyed doing this. I know I feel confident in saying that we're going to bring you guys some good content as the show progresses, as the podcast evolves. So thank you guys, and until next time, stay legendary.
Ninja.